Hello and welcome everyone to another exciting Final Fantasy VI Worlds Collide Ultros League Season 5 race right here on FF6 Worlds Collide on Twitch TV. I'm Retrofile TV and joining the booth with me this evening is the one, the only, Honeydew. How you doing, honey?
I'm doing great. Happy to be here. Gonna have ourselves some Tonic B action in the penultimate week of the Season 5 of Ultros League. It's gonna be between currently number 1 and 2 ranked players in Tonic B, and I'm sure they're ready to slug it out.
Yeah, so number one being Outlaw Star and Hecht being in second position on this one here. So looking to undo maybe some potential sins earlier on in the season, get that average down a little bit lower here in the process. But overall, I mean, this should be a good one to see slugged out. I mean, these are up-and-comers right here. Tonic, always nice to see, and the newcomers to the Ultras League, to my knowledge, but also putting in some good work. Glad to see them on top of their division.
Yeah, from what I gather from the both of them, this is their first live sync race, but they've been more than impressive in the asyncs. So hopefully they don't get too nervous having their first race and able to perform as well as they have been performing. I expect great things out of them.
I agree. I mean, also it's great to get on the stage here and be able to put out some put on a show for all of us here to enjoy, and we welcome all skill levels here. Of course, it doesn't always have to be the top mega elixir folks that are out there duking it out. Also, we appreciate seeing the Tonic folks getting together. But they reached out. They're like, hey, you know what? We're going to do a live sync. We're ready to do this. We're first and second in the division. We love to see it. So we have a chance to dig into this, and also we can kind of see how they're doing their routing and what they picked up on. And also a great chance for us to provide some feedback too if they have any questions about how the run went afterward.
Oh yeah, definitely expect it to be a good one.
So for those that might be catching this after the fact here, or maybe don't know about Ultros League, friends, please be sure to check out ultrosleague.com as well as ff6worldscollide.com if you wish to join us and hop in the Discord and such. But long story short, friends, this is the Ultros League Season 5 flag set. Pretty straightforward. Main things here, you need 6 characters and 9 pieces of Magicite or 9 Espers. But then the skip is something that's really been modified. Previously, it was 9 characters, 12 Espers, but it's kind of cut off there on there. But we have 21 checks to get the skip. And honey, from your experience here, how often have you gone for the skip this season?
Yeah, bit more often than I wanted to. The skips have been there to bail you out of bad situations, and this season I've had a lot of bad situations where if you reach about 4 or 5 dead chicks, you start thinking about maybe I should take a couple of dragons and go ahead for that skip. I would consider having 5 or so dead chicks to be below average luck, but hey, that's how it happens sometimes.
Yeah, it's a good thing that if you're getting a bunch of dead checks, it's another little safety net that'll kind of help you get back in tow. And like you said, or if you're like 1 or 2 checks away, you know, maybe it might be worth it just to get that skip. I've definitely been getting the skip a lot more this season myself and seen a lot of folks kind of routing toward that, you know, taking the more deep checks or things that are out there. Dragons also count toward that. So there's definitely some nice strategy that's layered here to kind of work in. So we'll see how both of these folks tackle it here today and what times they walk away with, but we'll go from there.
Yeah, skip's definitely been a big factor this season. They have we even had success with getting 2 checks from auction house, doing both the lone wolf checks. Fanatic's Tower is still not a good check, but it has bailed me out like 1 or 2 times because you get the dragon, the item, and the character respite check at the end.
So it looks like we're potentially underway here. Looks like one of the streams might be frozen. Outlaw Star. I don't see anything activating on that, but Hex, we have currently some action going on. It looks like. One thing I'm going to point out here real fast is that Outlaw Star is the favorite with a current average of 146.12 to Hex 155.48. So we're looking to see if we can get below those times here today.
Okay, I think I need to refresh this frozen for me.
Yeah, it looks like the restream on our side in Discord is frozen, but I did see some action in the Twitch stream itself at this point.
So what I've been able to gather so far is, yeah, we have an Edgar start at least, and he's jumping right into Returner's hideout.
Yeah. So talking about the initial looting path, I mean, Returner's is usually a good favorite to go to. Narsh, South Figure. I'm sure we're going to see both of our winners go there and do their thing at this point. That's kind of the main thing. I didn't see who else was in the party other than Edgar. We'll see what comes up.
Edgar's a good start for that discount, though.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think that's, if you can keep me honest here on this one, honey, but I believe that the only way the discount works is having Edgar in the front of the party, and it's only for Figaro Castle and World of Ruin, South Figaro.
That is correct.
All right, so the heck can be going off there. We'll keep you guys posted about any other updates that we get for that. So I mentioned South Figaro, and that's where it looks like we're going to be going to here momentarily. And going to be going in there. This, going through. There's a whole bunch of goodies to grab on the outside here. Very, very dense treasure checks to pull through here. So basically, just want to try to clean up your movement as best as possible. Saw a Thunder Rod and a Hero Ring a few moments ago.
Oh yeah, absolutely love finding free rods. Is like a lot of times it's too expensive to buy, but if you want to hand one to me, I'll take it, and it can bail you out of a bad boss fight.
Right, you are.
Or we can make a tedious boss fight go a lot quicker. Yeah, rods completely ignore magic defense, so as long as they're not immune to it, they're gonna get slapped.
Yeah, looks like also Outlaw Star. We have a bit of a slideshow on their side, but we're getting an idea of what they're up to at this point. Looks like Sabin's also, so they start with the Figure Bros and a Lock, it looks like. I know some folks that with Lock, they like to go to the World of Ruin Narsh right away, grab that Cursed Shield. Also, you could ask and get some recon, grab that free check off of it. So off of this start here, honey, how would you start with having the two Figaro Bros and Lock? What would be your idea for first check?
Nothing fancy, just free checks in the Imperial Camp.
And so Imperial Camp being a good one for leveling purposes out of the gate, get those early grind fights in.
Oh, yeah, exactly. And if it's a lower curse shield, you can start knocking down some of those. Like if it was like a 6, 7, or 8, you get 4 fights in Imperial Camp. The shield's halfway done. And also, if you get a start the magic site from any of the free checks, that'll get you your magic points. Maybe you learn yourself a hard hitting spell before you go into your first boss fight.
Yeah, probably for the best. So you see again the looting continuing on Hex side at this point, going through the basement, grabbing all the secret chests and such, going through the lower parts. Some people I know will grab a few things and throw and take off the Moogle Charm here as they go into the basement, maybe take a couple of grind fights along the way if they wish to do that. But most folks will just walk through here and get things together. Not seeing any amazing tools that have popped up. We saw the Hero Ring and the Flame Rod, or the Thunder Rod. That's probably the best thing I've seen. Looks like it got a gift card for about 10,000 GP or 1,000. Not sure how many zeros were on that, but it's always good to find money and buy something you want with it.
Another thing they got that I liked is they picked up a Wing Edge. You can put that on Lock, be able to do crazy amounts of damage from the back row, get the instant death procs. It has good stats on it. But I say unfortunate, it's actually fortunate that it sells for like a lot. So I'm always tempted to sell it, but a lot of the times it's exactly what you need to get over that level 3 hump.
Yeah, still,
I get a chance to see the certain abilities, so that'll determine the Wing Edge's value or not.
Yeah, it's kind of a free stat stick, but with it having that X execute sometimes, if you're going up against undead stuff, that can be really annoying to deal with. It's just probably best just to park it on there if you're not going to have anything better to put in slot, and it'll help out other things in the meantime.
Yeah, and back row weapons are just so good at low levels to get the safety and the power roll at once.
Yeah, right you are, honey. I do agree with that. So let's see. Looks like we're having some technical difficulties here, possibly with the restream. Not sure what's going on this side, so we're just trying our best here. We apologize, folks. We're working our way through as best as we can. We'll keep you apprised about any updates that we receive. But I guess that what we can talk about here in the meantime, while this is getting sorted out on this side, is it looks like Heck's going to be pushing through, and looks like parking maybe in the Figaro Desert. Going to go taking that phone check and see what's out there.
I believe it's going to be our first check of the seed. Let's see what we're going to give it to us.
And that is a Thunder Shield, it looks like.
It's actually one of my favorite dead checks to get is Elemental Shields, like early on, because, you're going to get that hard-hitting Tier 2 spell. I believe you learn it at, it's either times 4 or times 5 or 8. I want to say it's times 5, so you need 20 magic points to get you a Tier 2 spell to start off with.
Yeah, it definitely opens up the offense a little bit, and also just nice to have that elemental protection. I mean, that's the main two things I look when I'm starting things out is, do I have elemental protection of any kind, and do I have an offensive strategy in place at that point? Sometimes I'll double dip South Figure if I'm feeling kind of uneasy about things, or if the loot just wasn't there, just hoping for the best. Because you know what's a good strategy when you don't have good loot? Just get more loot. Just hope for the best.
Mhm. Yeah, so you'd have to give something to you eventually, even if you gotta dig.
So shout outs to Nobody War here, doing their best behind the scenes for us here. We really appreciate your friend. Thank you. We're doing the best we can here with what we got, but hang tight in the meantime. Heck, moving on. Getting on out of there, wrapping up Figaro Castle. We'll see where they go next. I'm kind of curious if they're going to go peek World of Ruin, grab those free checks that you said. Looks like Imperial Camp is on the horizon here, just like you predicted here, honey. And hopefully there's nothing too nasty here that they're going to have to deal with. Walking in there fresh, level 3s, no less.
Yep. Hopefully don't fall into the sunk cost fallacy of where they think they have to do every fight. Like, if you gotta run, just run, get your levels later on. You can complete this check without winning a single fight. So if you gotta run, just run.
You know, that's a really fair point, honestly. If the odds look really bad, you can very much lose a ton of time dealing with something. Like, if you walk up here and the first thing you see is a steroidite, and maybe running is the better option.
Yeah, so experience is an unlimited resource. If you don't get it here, you'll get it somewhere else.
I want to call this out really fast. Hecht, one of the few players that I know of in the Worlds Collide community right now that uses the short command window layout. Do you know of any other notable players that do that? I mean, I understand the benefit behind it potentially, just you don't see it that often.
I've absolutely never seen it before. I'm not even sure how to turn it on.
It's in the config. Yeah, you can change it from regular command to short. That's there, and basically it's one direction to do something. You have your main attack on the left and magic on the right. It's the Yeti that's gonna be out here just storming the Imperial Camp. I love to see a Yeti suit right out of the gate like this, honey.
Oh yeah, true Worlds Collide mascot. Now, unfortunately for that first grind fight, they got that double green Templar, and that's a no experience fight. Yeah, with another formation with those green Templars is also no experience, so always grow whenever you see them for your first fight. But these will pay experience, and not too much, but it's enough to get them going. Might get them to like level 6 or 7, so that's a comfortable spot.
Yeah,
to teach them Aura Bolt on the Blitz Saving.
Yeah, the only problem here is that you're dealing with five different things you have to kill, and you don't really have any major AOE abilities at this point, unfortunately. To work with, but yeah, it should be good experience. That wing edge going out there doing that X kill right away, which is kind of nice. So a bit of a bonus for getting Yetis. I know some folks that will ditch the Yeti as soon as they possibly can. I am not one of them. I believe in the Yeti, what he can do, but you get that snow muffler that he's got on there.
Sadly, I am one of them. I aggressively look for my 5th character in any Yeti seed, but I appreciate him while he's there. Not taking him to the end, but first 30 minutes, deeply appreciate them. And yeah, that lock with the wing edge is doing work. I'm really glad he didn't sell it. It's real tempting to sell it because it sells for like 15, 20k, but man, before you get your magic online, wing edge is just a thing.
Yeah, and you get that back row, same damage to work with, so you have the nice protection and offense to work with. You can always sell it later, no big deal at that point, but it is, like I said, a free kind of like stat stick light that you can work with and just throw on anybody and kind of work with what you got. I'm kind of curious. Yeti's going to put in some work as the 4th character here, but I'm sure he'll probably pilfer that snow muffler later, unless he takes Yeti the whole way. You can do some fun stuff with him. Ooh, this is a nasty formation here.
Yeah, as much as I like to believe in a Yeti, I think that's an undead. Yeah, it's gonna come back. Yeah, much as I like to take Yeti the whole way, this team's sorely missing a mage. Is like, Edgar and Locke usually not great mages. Sabin is never a good mage, and to balance out the team, Yeti's not quite what they needed. But hey, a 4th guy is a 4th guy.
Absolutely. So another thing to keep in mind, though, with Yeti in tow, World of Ruin Narsh, I mean, you can basically bang that whole thing out entirely from start to finish since you have Locke as well. Kind of nice. But Umaro, honestly, I think at this point may not be what they're looking for, but I think he's going to provide an excellent upgrade just for just DPS in general. He'll put in some work for some things. He'll survive a lot of hits. That snow muffler undoes a lot of problems, and he can take a lot of heavy punches to the face and still keep going.
Yes, and there's a defense piercing special attack. The the tackle that I believe, without any of his accessories on, has about a 25% chance to Parak, and that'll get you past a few gimmicks fights where you have like really high defense bosses.
Yeah, right you are. I mean, it cuts through the defense, does some pretty decent damage for what it's worth. He's setting down here. Okay, I guess he was maybe just doing a save or what was going on there. I'm just trying to see what he's thinking about. Okay, so he wanted to park behind.
Peak. Didn't notice one little mistake he's made. He has the Thunder Shield on Yeti, so he's not gonna have any of his characters learning Boltsu. But that's gonna be really hard to kill Yeti.
Yeah, he's got the snow muffler, which negates cold, and then just really good physical defense. I mean, yeah, that's a tank. That is one big fuzzy Yeti tank that he's got in there. Let's see what the reward's going to be here on the train, and that is a mimic. Look at this. He's debating don't swap out Omar if you've already stacked them up. It looks like he's going to leave him behind, but that's a 5th character right away, and I don't know if Gogo was definitely what he was looking for.
Probably the one he's least happy to see. I think he really needs a mage to get going. No, actually, yeah, he didn't put it go in.
Yeah, he looks like he walked away from that one. That's fair. Yeti slapping for 380 already. You'll love to see it. He's got a decent... The club is halfway decent. It's not bad. It won't protect your car, but it's halfway decent. Also, it looks like he may have been... I don't know if he took that grind fight on purpose or if he was looking for the ghost salesman. It's always the second ghost when you walk in, right when the ghosts spawn there. If you're looking to talk to the salesman, you can do that. Otherwise, not that big of a deal.
Alright, going into the mandatory grind fight. And it's more wolves. Easy peasy.
Yeah, this will be quick and easy, so... The thing that kind of scares me though is like you're slogging through this. There's a bunch of treasure you can kind of pick up along the way, but you don't know what's waiting for you truly at the end of the train. And there can be some pretty nasty stuff, unfortunately. And once you commit to this, you're on here. And I don't know if he saved outside. I'm hoping he doesn't overwrite his save here though, if he decides to do so.
Yeah, I think he has enough power to beat like 95% of the bosses in the game, and he has slots in Yeti to get past gimmick bosses. But he should definitely split those saves still. Yeah,
still making a
Phantom Train is a scary first boss to take, but if it works out, it works out.
Yeah, and you take a few fights along the way too while you're at it. Not that big of a deal. A couple things you can find. He's going to find... Oh, he pokes his head in, but does not grab the hidden treasure in the corner.
Oh yeah.
I wonder if he doesn't know about that.
Yeah, he's trying to find a loaded room.
All right, so monster box. Let's see what's here. PM Stalker, the 4-bang. So that one's not too bad. Looks like he doesn't want to bother with it. I don't blame him. Just go ahead and run out. And
you
have...
You get a pincer attack, you get an instant runaway. So sometimes you get a pincer, just go ahead and take the run. I would have taken that fight though, because this boss kind of scary, and each of the... I was gonna say each of the stalkers to die in one hit. The wing edge actually doesn't work on them.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing. So we can glean from Outlaw Star stream at this point here is that we know that Stooges now are at Barren Falls. Pretty nasty fight to find early on here, unfortunately.
Yeah, unless slots absolutely pops off, he might have to reset out of this one. Good slots to start with though. We got the H-bomb.
Oh, Narapa here, not too bad. Yeti will put in some work here and take care of that, no problem. I think this is a pretty free fight. He's gonna go off that train, no problem.
Yeah, this is free.
Speaking of Yeti, it looks like on Outlaw Star's side also has the Yeti in tow, so definitely also stopped off at that Imperial Camp. So following a similar path out of the gate here, it's looking like.
Wing edge proc on the Rappa. Actually didn't think of it.
Actually, I thought she was undead at first too, but hey, it works out. Yeah, she is susceptible to instant death, so there you go, even faster. So I'm guessing that maybe we're gonna be going to Barren Falls here. That is the logical pick. So guess what? We're gonna have double Stooge action here, and I don't know how well this is gonna play out. You can X kill Larry in the back there, but he'll get revived. Ultimately, the main thing here is you want to take down the top stooge that's up there. Curly, which it looks like Outlaw Star already did. Kind of low on health, but we're working our way through. Almost done with that one.
And the biggest struggle of this fight is they have a very aggressive counter-attack script. And one of the things that got him so low was eating so many counter-attacks, getting Curly down and hitting Mo a few times. But he was able to potion through it, and you got the X-Proc on Larry. Yeah, really hard first boss battle, but he got through it clean. Very well played. It was not a free first fight, but he handled it.
Nicely done. On Hex side, trying to tear through the Stooges here. That's a big heal, though. That just got put out there.
Chocobop on the floating Stooges.
Yeah, not going to work for that. That connects only those that are grounded. And looking like Outlaw Star going to be getting Siren. Nice Magicite pickup there. That's a good one to keep in your pocket for later on. Again, for those that are listening and lurking. Oh, looks like, unfortunately, Heck having to take the reset on those Stooges. Maybe looking to go somewhere else. Maybe come back here a little later here. Outlaw Star grabbing that Siren. Keep that one in the back of your mind, friends. Good for mutes. We'll talk more about that later, but Star moving through. We'll see where they're going to route to next. Again, friends, our apologies here. We're commentating on a slight delay, so we're trying to keep you guys apprised for those that are listening and lurking. And look at this. Outlaw Star and Hecht doing the same thing now. They're going in, and this is Locke's check right here. We're going to Tunnel Armor. Let's see if they pick up any loot along the way and what awaits us at the end of this tunnel.
Yeah, I could see how why Heck was getting frustrated with that fight. So as you were saying earlier, you want to single target down Curly. Well, his blitzes wasn't hitting Curly. Umaro wasn't hitting Curly. He did slots, and he's not pause buffering the slots, so he's kind of just hoping to get what he gets. And he got Chocobop, which doesn't hit any of the floaters. So he just had like entire turns going down without a single point of damage to Curly, and he was like, yeah, I'll just come back later when I get better single target damage. Fortunately, he runs into another multi-piece boss, and it's one of the scariest multi-piece bosses in the game.
Yeah, we have Delta hit on the table. If you can't tear these arms off here, he's getting a Lagomorph, Mugu. A very, very light heal, unfortunately, from the slots there. Yeti not hitting the body, just trying to take care of the arms. It's all right if you take care of one of them. Bolt 3 coming out 740 damage. If that would have hit the Yeti, it wouldn't have done nothing.
It is scary how early scaling this guy gets Bolt 3.
Yeah, how about that? We just started.
Yeah, one time scaling was like at level 10, and I went to Opera House. Actually, I think it's level 10 right here also. Went to Opera House, and he just Bolt 3'd my whole party and wiped me before I had a chance to move. Like, Inferno does not play around.
Yeah, scary. That's a KT boss. And look at this. It looks like Outlaw Star noping out of that fight and just kind of getting away. So this is a bit of a trade-off here. Was able to push through the Stooges, but like, you know what? I don't want to do another multi-part. Let's see if Heck can get through here and maybe get a nice bonus for it, depending on how this works out. He's got that Thunder Shield on Umaro. Umaro can do this, but it'll be very, very slow potentially. We're hoping to try to target damage on the body, and we haven't seen too much of it so far.
I think the only way to get through it would have been to get through this early was to have at least 2 party members with Bolt 2, one of them being Locke, and do like Morph Bolt 2s. That would have took a bit of foresight.
Oh, here comes the Atomic Ray, just decimating a lot of the health that he has here at this point, unfortunately. One thing I will call out, though, that Delta hit going over to Edgar and missing, so he's got some kind of Petrify protection on there, which is nice to see.
Yeah, they did find a ribbon during a looting phase. Didn't see if... I would assume he put it on Edgar, but they definitely did find a ribbon.
Yeah, that would be my guess as well at this point. They have that as an option. Here comes a Bolt thing, our Bolt tool, and it's on Yeti. He's going to be getting a nice little top up there. Yeti appreciates that. There goes the arms. We're down to single target now, at least for a little bit until they regenerate.
Yeah, you get a good little bit of time without the arms, so you get some work in before they're back. Maybe Yeti can finish the job here.
Try to get everyone up and going here. Yeti putting it for 120. Is Yeti back road? Am I seeing this right?
Oh yeah, he swapped around the roles for the train fight, and don't believe he switched them back.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Or he might have switched them, then he loaded his save, and the save was before he swapped them. When he had to load a save at Barren Falls.
That's very possible.
He'll notice at some point.
So another thing we can see here, it looks like Tritok going to be sitting up on Mount Colts. So I understand the the reset and then popping over there nice and quick and easy. So unless we got some fire damage to work with, we have Pummel, possibly if someone has Blitz. I don't think anyone does.
Saban
Oh
has
yeah,
Blitz.
yeah, we got it.
Yeah, we got Blitz. He has Drain.
Yo,
Yeah.
congratulations to Hex taking care of Inferno. I didn't see what he grabbed there. It looked like a dead check. I think you got an item for that. I didn't see the Magicite pop up.
Fortunately, it's another floating boss, so Chocobop's not gonna work. He has to do 7 flush pummel. 7 flush pummel. Hope Yeti does a chest tackle. And if Lock gets a little low on life, he could do a drain.
Oh, nice H-bomb here.
Lots is cooperating.
All right, we're going to World of Ruin Narsh here on Hex side. Let's see what we get for our troubles. H-bomb putting in 1.5k worth of damage. Looks like Magicite is there. Ragnarok or offering. Oh, it's the stone Ragnarok. I got confused at first.
You could say it's the good Ragnarok or the bad Ragnarok, depending on what you're looking for.
Yeah, exactly.
And with the offense issues, I think he would have minded this. I think he would have rather have the sword right now.
Well, we can keep that offering in the back of our mind here. Possibly if we find Terra, that'll be behind the wealth check for later, depending on what offense we're trying to build out. He's going to go here and grab the shield. Let's see what those fight numbers are going to be. 14. That's a pretty high offer here at this point.
That ain't happening. I don't even know if we got 14 fights before the season's over.
I don't know. Based on how this is going, though, maybe. He has that ribbon. He could just park that on someone and maybe hope for the best, but we got to get some offense first.
And that's 14 after Imperial Camp's already done.
Yeah, that's also fair. This is why I sometimes prioritize coming here first and just grabbing that and then adding it right into your grinding mix is the right move.
Yeah, I'm just not doing the 14. I'm going to get bopped. Although he does have a ribbon if he wants to go for it.
Yeah, the only problem with that is that the curse shield not only inflicts you with all kinds of nastiness, you also become weak to everything. So you're taking some pretty substantial damage. Trying to keep someone alive is pretty rough at that point, but you got to hope for the best. And depending
he even
on
lowers your offensive stats, and he kind of needs all the offense he can get.
Yeah, I agree. Right at this point, we're kind of dry on that side, and we're hoping for the best. But it looks like he's gonna be making the climb now. Okay, Honeydew, we're in this situation as Hecht. And we're making the climb up there. Do you go after the dragon and just kind of hope for the best here and just see if you can get something early, or do you come back later?
I would have preferred to have more Magicites before tackling a dragon because of the 50 magic points it gives. But it might be worth fishing for a high tier item because he doesn't have any mages. Like the magic thing's just not happening. Yeah, he needs a big stick to hit with. Oh, but Outlaw Star just found a mage.
And that is Terra. That's at Mount Colts. That's a beautiful thing. I'm going to point this out right now, Honeydew. If I'm looking for loot and I have a Yeti in my back pocket, you know where I'm going, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Coliseum, folks. Ultros League Season 5 buffed it even further. To me, there's no reason not to go there. You can find some real good stuff for real cheap and get yourself some high-tier items, possibly Illuminas, Ragnaroks, Minervas. Whatever else you're looking for, you can get some pretty decent stuff there. Once you bring up the item list, you can see what you got. Looks like he is going to tackle the dragon. Took a safety save. I respect that.
He just threw that dragon on his neck. He just slammed that dragon right on his neck. And that dragon is all neck, so you know that hurt it.
The suplexing dragons over here, man. You'll love to see it.
The straight Brock Lesnar in here. Oh, it's beautiful.
Love it. Beautiful.
But yeah, going back to talking about the Coliseum, this is like a peak Coliseum scene because you got Celis, Locke, and Edgar. Between those three characters, they can wear like everything in the game, like literally everything in the game. And Yamaru is like the Coliseum character, so the seed's like screaming for a Coliseum visit.
I guess we should probably go into why Yeti is such a great Coliseum combatant is because basically he'll never get distracted. He won't do anything stupid. He's just going to start laying damage, and it's very predictable. And talk about predictable, taking down the dragon on that one. I think Yeti was one that got the kill shot on that one too, no less. So let's see if we get any goodies from that. You get one goodie and then another one on top of it. So a fixed drop from the dragon itself. And also something for free from that high tier pool.
Yeah. See, he started passing the Thunder Shield around, so both two on several people. I think his offense is just about online. Fingers crossed he doesn't run any lightning weak bosses, but he can get through most things now.
So Yeti now has a force shield on top of it. He's going to have that nice magic defense protection and evade and such. And since Outlaw Star picked up Terra at Mount Colts, looks like we're going to be taking a trip through the sealed gate cave. This is a freebie. I mean, there's plenty of goodies along the way here to pick up as you'd like. But not too bad. Tri-Talk up on the hill. What do we got here? We have the time lost fish, just piranhas. This will be free, a nice easy trip to get down into the Yeti cave and to go from there.
You know what? After Stooges and Inferno and Gold Dragon, he deserved a break.
Yeah.
Like top 5 easiest bosses in the game. And he had like a 12-second spawn, but he earned it after all he's been through.
Oh, Flash Rain coming out, though. Okay, not too bad.
Yeah, this thing doesn't have any stats. This is going to tickle. And even though his offense is lacking, you know, he's got like 4 shields, he's got armor. You know, Thunder Shields, you know, you got a tanky party. You just got to get that damage kicked up a little bit. Yeah, Model went on Outlaw Star's side. Fingers crossed, that's our first good Magicite.
Let's see what we got here. Got Magicite on this side, too. And looking like Seraphim. See if there's any stats on that one. So Seraphim, HP, got some... Looks like I saw a couple things on there. Here's 2 life 2s on there. That'll come in handy for later, but not really any major offensive abilities, it looks like.
Yeah, I would be happy for Bio right about now. It covers another element for things that Bolt doesn't hit. Not to get too excited about. Strength +1 on modeling.
Yeah, that's pretty decent if you want to throw that on something to get some push up. And Master Pug, I would not take this fight. I would run away from this one.
Yeah,
Burning a warp stone. Really? You can just run from this one.
Tonberries take like a bit extra time to run from. But more so the triple pugs fight, but even Master Pug, like it takes a while. Like I usually smoke bomb and warp stone out if I think I got something to spare.
Yeah, I didn't see what warp stone count was at this point, because that's a lot of time you could save potentially later as opposed to just running normally here. So I'm curious. I don't know how much we have in tow.
Let's see what we have here.
All right, so we're at Yeti Cave.
The dead chick.
Yep. Hey, VK though, yo, that offering, if we can get that Terra, and we know where she is, he doesn't, but we can go from there.
Yeah, I'm curious if he's gonna go to Mount Colts. Just one of the more popular to fade chicks.
All right, Chatter
Hopefully he goes there, because a Terra would just set him right now. I think this is exactly what he needs.
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly on this one here, but you know, we'll see if he's going to branch out or not. Hey, speaking of Terra, though, looking like we're going to be going to Welk on Outlaw Star's side, from what I can tell.
Yeah, and also, sorry to commentate a curse, but remember how I was talking about running into a lightning immune boss? Yeah. Also, not one of the funner bosses to fight with Yeti.
Yeah,
so
he has no chill.
Of an endeavor.
Let's see what we got here. Haste coming out. Okay, let's get that DPS. Honestly, Haste is completely underrated, I think. Haste can do some real good work. Running shoes, marvel shoes. Good way to beef up your DPS if you're just swinging or doing things. If you get more turns, you're doing more damage. That's basically how it works out.
Yeah, I've been coming around on Haste a little bit. It feels like some fights are over so fast that you don't get that full value out of it. But I can tell you right off the bat, this is going to be a scrappy one, so Haste is going to get a lot of value in this one.
I agree. All right, back to girl, and Yeti slapping. It has no manners.
She didn't instantly transform back, so that means she's going to get one more move in before transforming back, gets a charm off.
That's unfortunate. Arbolt landing and finding its mark there. 2.3k damage. Yeti going in with the body slam off the top rope.
To be honest, I kind of forgot about Aura Bolt. That's exactly what he needs to get through this.
Yeah, I think this will be pretty steady. He's got this pretty decently from what I can tell. Arbolt right here. This one probably should do it in. Ooh,
Like we got the
Rexol at Welk.
You got Chad and Rexol, like all the anti-Umaro bosses. C's really trying to punish them from letting Umaro see.
We'll get out of the multi bosses eventually, man. We've had just a bad run of multi-target stuff or weird gimmick bosses that Yeti just doesn't do well with. He can't lay into them.
I bet you anything regular Welk's the next boss and Yeti keeps hitting the shell.
Oh, that's the worst, especially as it scales upward and you can do some pretty nasty stuff like, you know, bolt edges and all that and just starts wrecking your party. Oh, it could be gross. He's got that Thunder Shield, which is nice. And there goes Chatternook.
Kefka's tower is going to be easy if they keep throwing all these hard bosses early game. Kefka's tower about to be like 4 Ultroses and the Dataluma.
Yeah, but we got to get there, though, in the first place, so that's the unfortunate part.
Yeah. Seems like a lot of them, both of them hit their stride with getting their power together in their offense. Let's see this run into an absolute monster of a boss. I think it's smooth sailing from here. Like, they got over the hump and they got that momentum going. It's looking good for both of them.
So I had a peek at Heck's inventory there. We got 4 Warp Stones in tow, so he had 1 to spare. He could definitely throw that one out there depending on what he wants to do. Taking a save at the beginner house. Maybe going to go take a peek at Monster in a Box, and does.
Yeah, he's thirsty for that VK offering. And
and he's going to look at this. Now things are opening up.
Did they have the Stray Magic site? No, they don't. Never mind. I'm thinking of one I played earlier today.
The old Seed Bleed, man.
Even the seeds I'm not playing. Yes, so many ways to confuse this guy to get the one-hit kill. Don't have any available at the moment, so we're gonna have to power through them.
Well, at least the good news is the save point is right in the same room, so if you wanted to try it again, you can without having to do good.
Bio's a great idea. Bio can solo this boss, because the poison damage keeps ticking up each time it ticks. It's like, there are times where like I just bioed him one time and kept healing, and that's how I beat him. Like, the damage gets insane after a couple of ticks. Yeah,
that's
he's
good
gonna
knowledge,
get through this, no problem.
Yeti also slapping for 1,000. We'd love to see it.
Yeti fans are eating good tonight. Get to see mid-game Yeti and late-game Yeti. Sometimes you see mid-game one, you almost never see late-game one. Like, you can get to see both on this one.
Could be good. Here's the power-up. This is where you're gonna start using Slayer Edge and some other nonsense. Hopefully you can take him out here quick.
Yeah, luckily doesn't give any experience, so you only need one person to survive, and he beats him.
Yeah,
so you got VK offering online without having to do Mount Colts.
Yeah, how about it? So pretty much immediately, love to have that. That's going to be a lot of offense right out of the gate here for him to keep pushing. Outlaw Star doing Zozo. That's another one of Terra's checks. It's just kind of going down the chain, it looks like.
Yeah, it's literally going to do over 3,000 damage, like, right now.
There it is. Wing Edge coming off. Valiant Knife going in with Offering at this point.
Now, I didn't see that he pulled... front row, though.
Yeah, he didn't or did? That was my question. He should have.
No, he didn't. But, still going to have that defense piercing property.
Now, another thing to bring up, though, we have Yeti available here. We got Locke with VK Offering. If we can get a True Knight, that Yeti's going to be the MVP and kind of keep him alive.
Actually, never thought to do that before. That's a good one.
Oh, it's great. No, it's great. That's my go-to for if I have a VK set up and Yeti's available here. You throw a True Knight on him, you're going to get some good work out of that.
Never thought of that, but it makes a lot of sense. Usually, like, my go-to VK thing is just doing Vanish.
That can help. It truly can. Oh, we got a death on Star's side.
Yeah, the Zozo boss was Doom Gaze, and he has a multiple of 5 on the entire party.
Oh, no.
It'll only happen to you in official races. It'll never happen to you in practice. Yeah,
funny how that works out here, but that's definitely a boon here for Heck as Heck's power keeps growing here. Star, I mean, definitely had a push getting that Siren, Esper, and getting through the Stooges here. But Heck right now, possibly has a chance to make some quick progress if they choose to do so.
That
we've
was
all
just
been there.
unfair. Also,
Hey.
another insane hard boss on this seat. See, I was just talking about this in Ultros League channel on the Discord. I played a lot of the Season 5 Tonic seeds. Almost every Tonic seed I played has been like a Kaizo seed. Like, the Mega Elixir and Elixir seeds are fine. Potion seeds are fine. Tonic seeds are insane. It's like, these people in their first season, they're really getting put through the ringer. That's why about 80% of the Tonic seeds I play have me sweating.
I love it. I love to hear it that Tonic has some weird things that happen sometimes, and the fact that you're able to confirm that for them. I mean, some of the average times on Tonic here, like you get it, like they're still learning and stuff like that. But if they're just gnarly seeds and you're still working at it and don't have a lot of the knowledge yet, like it's just gonna get out of hand very quickly.
No. Oh no, it's not just them. These Tonic seeds for Season 5, for like this whole season of just. They'll put some hair on your chest. I'll say that much. It's like, man, you be starting off with like steel, cyan, with no weapons the whole seed. You'll be fire one-ing the head on Kefka. It's like, Tonic has been insane in Season 5, and this seed looks like another insane one.
Yeah, this has been a good one to watch. I've enjoyed this here. Again, big shout outs. If you wish to join us on that Discord, ff6worldscollide.com. Join us, get involved with the community here, and hopefully join us for Ultros League Season 6, whenever that's going to happen again in the future. And you yourself could possibly be running here on the big stage. In the meantime, we're both... Ultros is leaving on one screen and coming up on the other screen.
And Golem's the reward. That is our first bit of calmness protection, I believe.
That is the best calmness protection. And we have Siren on star side, so we got Siren and Golem. We're already kind of set for the final climb. We just need some instant death stuff to kind of work on long arm and such when we get there. Ultros, not a problem though for either. We finally have some single target bosses for Yeti to slap and for that VK to put in some work.
Yeah, we finally getting a bit of a break.
Just trying. Honestly, that's one of the things about just randomizers in general of any kind, is just finding that foothold to make progress, whatever it may be. If it's just finding the item that you needed, or getting that progress, or whatever it might be, especially here for Worlds Collide, like you just get that foothold of stability, of having defense and reliable offense to work with, and we've got that now. It looks like that Heck will be able to keep pushing through. So now here's the question. Do we go down to Ancient Castle, go kill that dragon, get some other stuff, just wrap up Edgar's checks all in one thing at this point? And it looks like Heck is going to be doing that.
Yeah, I think it's good to do it. It's like, you know, you're not going to check the monster in the boxes because you're already seeing Katana Soul, and Outlaw Star is not going to care about Katana Soul if he knows the offerings behind Wellgate. And so the monster is in the boxes, what really slows down that check a lot. If you just run straight to the end and go get your dragon, it's still a slow check, but you know, it doesn't feel like you're down there for a day and a half.
Yeah, a couple of treasure chests to grab along the way here that we'll see what we can get. Maybe some goodies, possibly. Still lacking some. We have a couple elemental things. Hey, there's a flame shield. That's a great find.
Yeah, we get that Fire 2 online. So many bosses weak to it. You can put it on somebody right now and learn Fire 2 from the Dragon Fleet.
Honestly, based on having the elemental protection we have now, that flame shield was an awesome one. I would probably even pull back about looting anything else here. Just go in there, grab what you need, kill the dragon, get out.
Yeah, it's just so hard to turn down loot with a party like this. It's very melee heavy, and they can equip a lot of things. Well, locking the Edgar anyway.
Hey, like I said, Coliseum's still out there. You looking for stuff to upgrade? There it is.
Yeah, I would probably still keep looking for loot because their power is great for getting through the seed right now. But I think they just need like just that one more little thing to get through Kefka, which Outlaw Star might have found with an Atma weapon in Figaro Castle. Yeah, Atma weapon's not really gonna be that great till about level 32, 35, but at least it's something to look forward to.
All right, Rama is the Magicite that's in the basement, looking like, and we got speed +2, quarter. Got I think Cure 3 on that. Yeah, Cure 3 ×1. You're gonna have to kill 2 dragons to get it, but it's there if you need it.
Yeah, sooner you start, the sooner you finish. Go pick up 50 points right here.
Looks like Golem's got Fire 2 and Bolt 2 on it.
And both 2 weak boss, finally.
How about it? After all that Thunder Shield juggling, finally pays off here. We got a few people swinging. Yeti just doing his work here in the meantime. You know what? Also, I'm gonna make a push here that Yeti also is not as bad as people make him out to be. Don't just throw him on the airship, man. You don't have to worry about him. He'll do his own thing. That's one less menu for you to deal with. You struggle with menuing, you don't have to worry about him. Just he's the Ron Popeil, man. You set it, forget it, baby. He's good.
Yeah, Yeti has his moments. But he's also gotten me killed a couple of times.
We don't talk about those. It's okay. Storm Dragon going down on the Hex side, and it looks like Outlaw Star right in his wake. Gonna be grabbing the Magicite on that side too, and probably taking down the Dragon as well.
Yeah, equipping on that Cure 2, Cure 3, and get halfway there.
Behemoth
what
suit.
the Dragon item was?
Yeah, Behemoth suit is the high tier item that's coming out here. So not the best, but you know what? It's pretty decent for what it is.
Yeah. It's one of the best offensive armors, whether you're a physical attacker or a magic attacker. Like, that'll set you right.
All right, so working our way out of the Ancient Castle. Edgar's checks all said and done on Hex side. So we got Go-Go in tow. Yeti's done. Sabin, I don't think we did Collapsing House yet, so that's a freebie that's still sitting out there we can go run through really fast.
Yeah, and again, don't have to do monsters in the box, so in the house, out the house. Is that Dragon doing Quasar?
Yeah, oh my goodness, some big chonky damage for everybody. Storm Dragon is had enough.
Yeah, between the Bolt 3 Inferno and the Quasar Storm Dragon, it's... They're busting out the spell book on this one. Monsters are not playing.
Yeah, how about it? Now, if only we can get a lore user, they'll have Quasar.
Yeah,
man.
I know Outlaw Star is not switching characters because if you turn down a terror, that means you ain't taking nobody. So this is final team.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. I think we may very well have a mirror final team for the climb here, so it's going to be just even keel the whole way.
It's a tough enemy to get into revive and loop against, because even though he can physical attack half the time, he won't. He'll do wind slash every time you try and pick somebody up. Looks like they're getting lucky though.
Yeah, Yeti down to 200 health on Star's side here. Phoenix down, trying to make sure that everyone's awake for the end there, but you're also kind of waiting for the Yeti to kill the dragon, and we'll see if this is going to be crack boom for the Aura Bolt 1K, and it is good timing on that Phoenix down. Everyone's going to be getting the experience for this one.
Solid recovery.
Yeah, that kind of got out of hand there for a little while. That Quasar very scary, then followed by Wind Slash, which actually did some pretty crazy damage too from the Storm Dragon, the wind being its specialty. Hey, speaking of Zen, called it. Here it is. Freebie, let's go.
Don't believe we had a Zen Thief peak yet either.
That's also a fair point. Not a bad idea. The only difference is, oh, look at the Gao holding it up. He's a strong boy today.
And we have some divergence. Character 6 on Outlaw Star, Strago, and Heck gets Gao. And then it's Terra and Go-Go. We've seen 8 different characters actually. So even though these guys are synced up a few times, their mid to end game is going to look very different, I feel.
So Heck's still looking at monsters in a box. It looks like he ran past one. Maybe he forgot which one was the monster box, left side or right side. But still opting to fight all over, it looks like.
Yeah, I don't know if he's fishing for a Gigantos.
Maybe the only thing that's left at this point. Maybe looking for pugs for Minerva, maybe. Since, but even then, you don't have someone that's guaranteed to be able to wear it. Foregoing the second monster in a box in here at this point. I think he ran past that one chest and maybe just grabbed the wrong one. At that point, just didn't know that was the one on the left. But hey, getting out of there. We got Gao. That's what, 6 characters on that side as well. So we're good to go. It's a Magicite hunt to get to the final climb and maybe grab a couple of checks along the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Heck's getting a little bottlenecked because Go-Go's just one check. Yeti's checks are done. Edgar's checks are all done. Locke only has Phoenix Cave left, so he's getting a little bottlenecked on where he can go. Hopefully Zen Thief's not dead, because that'll help him get caught up a bit. Runic and Steel got out. I didn't see what his magic stat was. Looks like it probably wasn't good enough to throw him in, though.
Here's a Zen Thief check. Let's see what we got.
Fair price.
35K. Well, it looks like Outlaw Star going to be going up there too at this point, so very much still in the wake of Hecht. We're hunting for Magicite, and I don't think he's going to find any of it here unless he's got a big bankroll to work with. He's going to go peek. Let's see if he grabs. Does he bite? Thinks about it and does not have enough money.
Yeah, we actually don't know if it's a live check or not. There's never a World of Balance peek at it.
Yeah, that's the one benefit, friends, that you have two different chances at pricing for it. I think it ranges between like 1 to 60-some thousand, so it can be anywhere within that or something crazy like that. But if you go to the World of Balance, you can find out a little hint about what it is.
Yeah, 1 to 65,535.
That's the full range. How about it?
And it has gotten disturbingly close to exactly that highest number I've seen in a lot of races. But I've also seen it cost 10 one time.
I think the lowest I've ever had mine cost was 7.
Reaching the petty cash to pay for that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I guess.
Take a penny, leave a penny.
So before he drops that big money, he wants to, on Hex side, he wants to get the peek to see if he's actually buying a Magicite or not. I think I would blind buy it at 35,000 because a lot of the high tier items you get sell for about that much.
Yeah, that's for sure. But he's got 25K in tow. He did kill that Katana Soul, and he's a pretty rich person to pull from. 63.9.
Well, he does know it's a Magicite now, so get 8 Magicites and go buy it right before KT if he wants.
Yeah, that would be actually a pretty good routing decision because you're right there at that point. So not the worst thing to do. And you know that World of Ruin is the better deal there. Man, that's a crazy amount of money that they're asking for at this point.
So you never want to find yourself looking for dried meat 48 minutes in. I think that might have been why he routed in the second Zen, because he said, well, I gotta go on a dried meat hunt anyway, so I might as well, get the second Zen Thief peek in.
Yeah, not a bad play by any means. This is something that I'll do, that I'll poke around other item shops and stuff just while I'm doing other checks, just to see. If you find that dried meat, you buy 2 of them right away and hope for the best. And if you don't come across a gal, it's fine, but so long as you're there, you're good.
It's a pretty high chance that one of Gal's checks is going to be a character, because, new characters lead to new characters generally. But like I said, he's kind of running out of places to go. Like, a lot of the flexibility came with finding Terra. So he needs to, get Mount Colts to have any other options other than chasing the Gal stuff.
Yeah, that's kind of where he's at. He's going to do Serpent Trench here. And again, we're not trying to uncurse the Cursed Shield at this point. It looks like Magicite is Stray. It looks like Outlaw Star shield and sold a bunch of stuff at this point. So grabbing another one along the way.
Gotta say, their level's not looking too impressive, so Serpent Trench actually not that bad. Get a few more levels in.
Yeah, it depends what's down here. If we have level magics down here, that's gonna be pretty much a bad time. Mega armor.
I don't think that's a good one.
Not the best thing in the world. It's not too bad. And it
Quick
looks like
fight.
with Strago, Epit's Rock on Outlaw Star's side. RNG Cave.
Yeah, severely underrated chick. There's times where is universally the right thing to go for, and people will still last location just because it's not fun. And sometimes you gotta say, don't worry about the fun, just do what's right for the routing, and Ebbets Rock's the right play a lot of the time, and I think it's the right play right now.
Oh, the rarely seen underwater birds for some reason. I don't know how this works.
I mean, about as well as the underwater robot just did.
Yeah, I didn't. Funny how I didn't mention that. Like, that was perfectly fine and normal. But, yeah, we got things flying underneath. That's cool. Whatever. Good. 50 minutes in, we have our characters met. It's just a mad dash to find the Magicites. And, I mean... all right, I'm gonna say something here I don't think I'm ever gonna say before, but do you think Auction House is a good play?
Oh, I think Auction House is almost always a good play. I'm a huge Auction House defender.
Oh, okay.
Dude, I've won so many races because I'm the only racer that wants to go Auction House. It is not that bad. It's basically the same as Velt. Just think of it as Velt, but without the fights. Like, it is not a bad chick.
Interesting to hear. I honestly, I would probably take Auction House over Ebbett's Rock if I'm looking for a Magicite at that point, because I have just the worst coral luck. That's why I just refuse to go there. It's the worst. It's low visibility. It's awful.
Yeah, I think a lot of people that don't like it, either they don't fully know all the mechanics about how to min-max your odds, and they don't save enough. So, like, just keep watching the Ump Robot scene, and, like, sometimes, like, they'll bid on an item that doesn't give them a higher chances of getting the Magicite later. Yeah, it's like there's like a little bit of stuff to it that you gotta learn, but and sometimes you do get unlucky and it feels like you're there a while, but in general, on average, if you get all the mechanics Auction House, it is not a bad chick.
Oh dang, if we had someone had Rage, Toe Cutter always very nice to find.
Yeah. Oh, and the Seed's back with the Kaizo bosses. We doing the Goddess.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, we actually put Gao in the main party. No Yeti. Wait, everybody replaced Yeti. Guess they realized, yeah, we need a mage. Maybe Gao's magic stat was decent.
Well, he had a good run. We loved it. We love to see it, but I guess they want control at this point. Reset for Outlaw Star against Goddess there. We'll see what Hecht gets washing up on the shore or the dock of Nikia. And that looks like Phantom we're going to be getting.
Yeah, I think to handle that Goddess, you would have needed an offering VK to be able to get past Love Token. Yeah, without that, it was kind of just a countdown until Love Token goes off. And he's been relying on Aura Bolts a lot, can't really use it. Once he gets Love Token, he can't use his Wing Edge anymore. He kind of just didn't have the loadout for that fight.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Hate to see it, but, you know, having the awareness to pull the trigger when you did rather than trying to suffer through, I mean, that's a skill in and of itself.
Yeah. Slunk Cost Fallacy is something we all struggle with. It takes a lot of mental fortitude to just be able to just call it and move on. And so that was a good play to just call it and move on.
Yeah, it never feels good. It doesn't feel like progress because it's not, but you can actually, you could be paying yourself back or paying yourself forward. Hey, look at this. Talking about stuff here. We're coming back now to the Stooges. We know it's here at the Falls, and we know, I'm pretty sure, yeah, that was Siren that was at the Falls. This is a Magicite that's here. So this is definitely in the best interest of Hecht if they're able to get through this.
Unfortunately, using sleeping bags, even though you get a free heal at the waterfall, he's not going to be happy about that when he sees his VK guys full life. But Stu just counterattacks so much that VK guy is going to get low again in no time.
Yep, absolutely. Our Gold Dragon on Outlaw Star. We saw Hecht take them down earlier. We'll be getting a Force Shield for the bonus item off of this one. And then I'm sure they're going to be pushing through the top of the mountain. We know there's a Magicite up there as well. So, good one for Outlaw Star, and then it's a dead check in the Yeti Cave. Though, question is, how did it? Wasn't it the VK? I think that's where the VK was sitting. I could be wrong, however.
Yeah, it was the VK.
Yeah, so not that dead. It's only mostly dead.
So we see if Outlaw Star actually takes the fight. Don't know exactly how many checks they're at, but people have been taking like peekable dead chicks more often because they like, well, it gets the check counter up.
Yeah, and that's again playing into the skip at this point. Hey, look at this. Oh no. Unfortunately, getting the reflect back. But hey, Curly is done. We just need to get rid of Mo and Larry at this point. If you're lucky enough, you take care of Mo, Larry could possibly just flee, and also Larry will die from instant death stuff if that's on the table.
He had a few too many bolt spells queued up on Curly. And the first one he had queued up got the job done, so the rest went off on Mo. But Mo was already full life, so no big harm healing him up. Oh, doing the
nice
gravity spell. Yep. That's some good knowledge right there. That gravity does hit anything that's also susceptible to instant death.
Bolt 3 coming out. But still pretty unfazed from that. Yeah, he's definitely got this. Should be no problem whatsoever. Gold Dragon down on Outlaw Star's side, so pushing through. They'll be heading on up and facing the boss at the peak. Flash Rain coming out. Let's see what the damage is. Not too bad. This is definitely not a problem whatsoever. Stooges down. Let's go get a piece of Magicite here for Hecht and move on from there.
Yeah, I think he's either got to resume the dried meat hunt or he has to go to Mount Colts to open up the rest of the seed. I think he would go Mount Colts unless he wants to try something cute, like a Phoenix Cave dive. So I'm feeling Colts next for him.
I mean, we're at 57 minutes at this point, and you got to be like, you got to be looking like, man, you know, you got to be thinking, what's the other person doing? Outlaw Star definitely taking a couple of resets. A couple of things didn't break kind of Hex way at this point, so you know you can be a little scared. And Phoenix Cave is such a long time sink to get through. Even when you're running through, it can be kind of rough at that point. But maybe you can do a little cheeky play. But I think Mount Colts is definitely on the menu here. See if I can refresh my memory about what boss is up here on the mountaintop. I don't remember it being anything too substantial. Oh yeah, time lost fish, and that was a pretty quick timer for what we saw last time too, no less. So it shouldn't be that much of a problem. Mount Colts, we called it. There it is.
Yeah, like I said, the route he took is a lot more bottleneck than Outlaw Star's route. You kind of to see where he's gonna go next. You know, you always have the times when the players want to do something cute, but it's pretty obvious what the standard .exe play is gonna be because. Yeah, he wasn't able to quite break open the seed like Outlaw Star is. But it's going to open up a lot when you get Terra. It's 5 chicks.
And also, that was a completely direct route. Did not stop for any of the looting opportunities here, it looked like. So, you know, good restraint on Hex side. You know, did not deviate from the main route. And just pushing at this point. Just definitely running to try to get everything completed. Rizapos still up on Outlaw Star side, looking like.
Well, see, as offering Atma going on lock, he is going to be very happy when he can swap that to VK. Like, offering Atma doesn't quite slap until the 40s, but offering VK will slap right now.
Good use of Fire Dance. 3.1k on Tritalk.
Yeah, he's going to get through this fight a bit faster than Outlaw Star did because Outlaw Star didn't have Fire Dance when he came here. Nor Fire
wow,
too.
Gao putting in some work.
Yeah, I'm seeing why they put him in a party. His magic stat must have been correct. I know that's on a Tritalk, but still, this party needed a mage, so that's the perfect band-aid to pull a party together.
That'll be Terra at this point, so maybe he knows that offering is going to be available to him. If he wants another one, you know, he can go to the back of Narsh, not a bad move. Or do you run through Seal Gate and grab some treasures? You know, there's Zozo that's up there if you want to do that as well. So kind of curious. Terra definitely opens up a lot. There's Moblas. You can go there and peek. That's not a bad idea, too. I don't think anyone's done a peek there yet to see what you have to deal with. And he's got a pretty diverse team that even with Bop and Breath, it shouldn't be too bad. But just go ask the kids, see if there's a Magicite there, and go. That's not a bad play in my mind.
Yeah, I actually never warp stone out of here. I probably should start doing it. Seems like it's about 5-10 seconds faster.
Yeah, if you got a couple of them in your pocket, yeah, you can work with that.
Yeah, I don't know why I never thought to do that. Seems obvious in hindsight.
Yeah, because it's such a short walk out. It's 2 screens. It's not that bad, really. Yeah, you can do that, but it's not awful.
It's
So
optimization, but hey, I learned something today. I never thought about doing it.
hey, it's a good day to learn, and hey, good day to check the hype, basically the hype cave or the hype outpost at this point. Not sure how there's that true Yeti or the true knight that you could put on the Yeti if you really wanted to, but he gone now.
Yeah, Yeti's not coming back in. Once you fall behind on levels, that's a wrap.
Pretty much.
So if he does go to World of Balance Narsh and fights the Welk, he's definitely gonna pick up the offering because another check for the check counter.
Yeah, that's absolutely fair. Gonna be
But
going
the
through
question will
Seal
be,
Cave.
will he go Kefka at Narsh also?
Ooh, that is a good question. We don't have Mog, so you can't double dip. You can't go up there and get both of them at this point. Force shield in the corner chest.
Yeah, but this late in the seed, you're just gonna assume you're never getting Mog. I mean, you might, but it's kind of late. So I think I would die for the Kefka at Narsh if I still needed Magistrates.
Yeah, we're at 101 at this point. We're still not unlocked. I don't know how many checks we have in the pocket at this point, but looks like he's being diligent, running through, not grabbing too much. See if he goes down to the 4 treasures in one area.
Let's see, is Outlaw Star doing the fight for the VK right now? Because if he is, that lock about to get upgraded. You see how much HP does the lock get?
Yeah, that's pretty chonky. He'll do a nice bit of work there.
Got him front road and ready to go.
Oh, there's an Atlas armlet there too. You can definitely do that as a nice little upgrade for your VK swinger.
Yeah, don't think it'll be worth it on the VK user, but if you would do like an Adma Edgar, put out Atlas on him. Let's see, where's Outlaw Star gonna go now? Oh, he's gonna do that fun Baba check he was talking about. Is one of your peekables in heavy peeking mode whenever you're just thirsty for an unlock.
Yeah, we're not too far out. Again, no auction house plays yet. I'm curious if someone will go there just to kind of grab one. We're tied at 7. If this is accurate at this point here, honey, we're at 7 and 7.
Yeah, even as an auction house fan, I don't know if I would go it right now because they're both really struggling on levels. So I kind of want to do fighting chicks to be a little bit stronger whenever you get to the tower.
And he is peeling out of there, not what he wants, unfortunately, at this point. And if Nobody War was saying this correctly, we're at 15-13 checks. So skip still very much out of the question.
Fnatic's tower is scary with this party because they're going to be like Bolt 2-ing and Fire 2-ing and Bioing down something. But they have killed a lot of the hard bosses already, so maybe that's all you need to get through it. But they're VK and Atma users not going to be able to help them on tower because they don't have Berserk.
Cough, cough. That's another one where the Yeti kind of helps out, even though we're out of scaling here, but nonetheless.
Oh yeah, Yeti don't care about the Fnatic rules.
So Ebbets Cave or Ebbets Rock on Star side. We're just hoping for the best with Coral. Hex working through. At this point, though, we're looking at the time where we're past an hour. We're going to get a little nervous. Toe Cutter on the Velt.
And back attack, so I don't think this could spawn the chick.
No, I don't believe so, unfortunately.
But get the Toe Cutters out of the way, cycle to something else.
Fairly meaty, it looks like. I mean, he just did 2k damage, and they're still standing.
Yeah, the Toe Cutters could take a licking.
Keep on cutting. Cutting them toes. Anyway, so we got Cluck and the Hippocampus. We saw these earlier in the Imperial Camp. The Imperial Hippocampus.
And Goddess rematch. Could steal a Minerva, and he will. And he did.
And does. Wow, nicely done.
So the side where Goddess has our armories, that's where our back is. So currently her back's facing Luck. Actually, don't know if it matters for Atma though. But yeah, normally once you physical hit her in the back. Either way, it's so much easier for him to win right now. Fortunately, he's opting for the VK Atma instead of the. I mean, the offering Atma instead of offering VK. I believe that's a bit of a mistake. Should put the Atma on Edgar and the VK offering VK on Luck.
Yeah, I agree. Honestly, VK is way above Atma in any kind of damage output capacity, and it's much easier to get online.
Yeah. Plus, it'll give Edgar something to do. Yeah, I can see the reason why he decided to come back here and take this rematch is now that he has the offering, he can get past Love Token.
Okay, so now get this. We're at 7-8 right now, and on Hex side, and he's going back to Zen. So I don't think he bought that Esper in the corner that we know is up there. He's ready to go. There it is. KT unlock.
Do we check skip or do we not?
Well, depending on how low those numbers are at this point.
Dude, was that a +2
19.
Magic Esper on Zen Thief? Oh, if so, he's gonna wish he had that way earlier.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. So nobody were confirming we're at 19 checks for Hex at this point.
Oh, he's skipping.
We can grab 2 more. Something pretty quick, man. Just kill some dragons, do something with it. We didn't go to Opera. There's a freebie. We're changing party members.
Get this Google Charm situation straight, maybe. Yeah. Maybe he expects to struggle in the tower a bit, so he wants his Moogle Charm used to be able to defend themselves.
Very possible.
Go in there and get it one and done.
I didn't see what we got at Evet Rock for Goddess being taken down on Outlaw Star. I was looking at what Heck was doing there. But since we're looking and cycling through Magicite, I'm guessing we maybe got one. Not sure though, however.
I'm pretty sure it's an Esper. I see like 7 on the screen right now, and there's 1 at the bottom. Yeah, we had 8 right now.
Okay.
Has he done Zen Thief?
He has. He did buy it right away. Like he basically shilled a bunch of stuff earlier. I remember mentioning that he was doing that and then picked it up. So he's got 1 more to pick up yet.
Let's see, where can he go?
Hey, Coliseum check. Pretty late,
Nope.
but here we are. And nothing of use.
Oh, he's doing that Inferno fight that he reset out of earlier. But was this a dead check or was it a Magicite? I know it wasn't a character.
This was a dead check if memory serves. I don't think this was Magicite.
Hey, it was an Elemental Shield, wasn't it?
Yeah, I believe so.
Let's check for the counter. To wrap this up, he might need Duvelt.
I don't think Hex is going for skip. I don't think he's going to dip in and grab it because the way he's structuring this stuff at this point, even though he's probably 1 check away. This is interesting. So confirmed by nobody where he's at 20 checks right now. So he'd be 1 away and skip all this nonsense. But he didn't load up his B party to run in there, kill a dragon, and warp out. He's definitely got the warp stones in the pocket too. So that's something that I would recommend. That this is something we can keep in mind here. That you can dip into KT to get that extra dragon. It's not that bad of a play, especially since you will net time by doing that. Skipping a boss that could potentially be fairly nasty. Though we've seen some pretty rough stuff. We know where Doomgaze is. But hey, just let them go push through. Inferno fight, like you mentioned, it's going to be a dead check here. Outlaw Star. We got one more for the counter, but we still need to find another Magicite somewhere.
He just found a muscle belt for his VK offering. So that build's complete.
Basically the perfect, ideal thing that you want. The only thing more you could ask for on that wish list is a red cap.
Yeah. Actually found out recently that red cap and muscle belt don't stack.
No, right? I did not know that. I did not know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I was watching a Perro stream, and like, I saw him take his muscle belt off, and I was asking him why he did that, and he was like, "Cause I got a red cap." It turns out whichever one's higher out the two, it just picks the one that's higher. So it kind of
And
works
now
the same
I
way
learned
like
something.
hyper wrists and stuff work, where you can only have one stat boost.
Right. Wow.
Same thing with MP items, like Minerva boosts your MP, then nothing else can boost your MP while you got a Minerva on.
Well, how about that? That is news to me. I thought that was additive.
Feels like only things that's like additive in the game is like earrings, and like everything else is just competing with itself.
Well, wait a minute. Whoa. Hold on a second here. He is fighting this dragon. He'll be at 21. He's gonna get skipped, but he was putting in the work to go through it. Now, I don't know. I'm not sure.
You know, when he sees the message pop up, maybe he'll pivot.
He's definitely got the warp stone available if he wants it. In the meantime, Outlaw Star is still fishing. Gonna try to find something here for the final Magicite. We're going back to Zozo. We're gonna be doing Doom Gaze.
No, Doomgaze's not as scary when you see him coming. He does spam Doom every turn, but it's like, you get all 4 of you guys up, he can never kill more than one at a time. The wind slash and stuff not gonna be scary this late. So this fight should be free.
That's pretty fair. Aurabolt putting in some work, 3.5k on the Skull Dragon.
His fingers crossed is actually a Magicite.
Yeah, how about it? We'll see. We've had enough dead checks on his side. I think that probably should turn out. I'm crossing fingers here. Skull Dragon down on Hex side. That's going to be Skip.
Muscle belt number 2.
And another
The
snow
snow.
muffler on top of it.
That was check number 20. Yeah, we went from 19 to 20.
Oh, okay. Fair.
Oh, it was only 18 for Hector earlier, so he yeah, he would have to do something like go Opera and then do the KT dive and might be about the same speed just to go in.
Yep, got it. Perfect.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so this is definitely the better play then. So fair enough. Okay, so we didn't have the right check number there. There was a little bit of a discrepancy on our side. We apologize for that. So hey, this is definitely a sound play. We're good to go there. But something we can highlight. Hey, if you're looking for one more, you can jump into KT, dump everything into the B team, run through, kill the dragon, and just get going. Don't even worry about it, and come back in. Well, let's see what Inferno is going to be then on Hex side. I kind of wonder then Outlaw Star if he's going to be able to push. He's had some difficulties, but I think he was behind on check number. So we'll kind of go from there. I think probably just 5 KTs to the gates after the fish port. Here comes Inferno, or the Inferno boss. He's going to be first like KT Doulahan.
All right, free fight. Some fire twos that then you can see them.
Open Pearl. Let's find your worth of damage. Putting in some long animation attacks to just drag this out as longer as they can.
For long for the note. So see what those reward is.
Block's health keeps going down. 6k on that slap, so you know, he's gonna get through probably this turn.
Yeah, it's Sensor's basically the meta state. Let's be real, guess there's skies and collision.
Yeah,
Sensor's actually great when you want to fix it. So you should be happy to get that.
I've had a lot of good success, which was searching the skies, man. Like that's almost always it feels like a Magicite. Very rarely has that been an item for me for whatever reason. Same thing with like Tritalk. That's almost always a Magicite.
It's a dead check when I run into it by mistake.
Never lucky. Doulahan down on Hex side at this point. We're going to Collision. I didn't see what was there.
It was a Magicite, but I couldn't see which one.
Well, we have ourselves Final Kefka unlocked for Outlaw Star. Hex got one boss on him at this point. So it's going to be a mad dash to the finish.
So, let's see how he's going to ride out this skip. Got Search the Skies, Opera Dragon, KT. Choose whichever one he feels comfortable with.
I mean, honestly, Dragon's probably the better pick then, because you got 50 MP to work with, you know, a big stack of experience. You know you're going to get a high tier item out of it, as opposed to another magic set that you're probably not going to need. I would go Opera Dragon personally, if we just needed one.
Or he's going to pick up this Shadow and get the skip that way.
Yep. Oh, okay, yeah, 9 characters. That's a good pull too. Good idea. And nobody was saying Star will be 18 after this, so yeah, we're definitely still a ways away to kind of pull that one together. I like the 9 character skip idea. Good pull on that.
Yeah, I picked the Shadow earlier. Oh, when you swap lock to VK, so I think his lock when he gets low HP, it's gonna be doing like 12k a turn.
So
he's
fought
doing over
the
1,000
dragon,
at full life.
Minerva. Sorry about that, honey. Didn't mean to step on your toes there. I just was very surprised to see him taking another dragon while in KT at this point. I guess just looking to try to beef him up a little bit before the finish line. But at this point, I think this is full go mode.
Yes, his levels are kind of in a scary range. Plus, you also have to consider the only in-game weapon he has. Well, I guess he has the Atma also, but not really at a high enough level to like make great use of it. But his only like really like slapping weapon is the VK, and his magic is god awful. And when you don't have good magic, you want high levels.
Yeah, that can undo some sins in the damage formula, that's for sure, and it definitely provides a nice little cushion there. Umaro, the one that is the big stomping beast, and here comes Quasar. Remember, we talked about someone had lore, and Shadow did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one of the changes in this current version of the randomizer is, well, whenever a character joins you for this fight, they're at party average level, so they don't join at level 3. So we got a in-game Shadow ready to go. No equipment on him, but you know he can contribute to the fight.
Glad to see. And Umaro is done, so that's going to be KT skip for Star, and that's going to basically almost get us back to where we are right now on Hex side. So check that out.
It's gonna come down to who has the better offense, which Outlaw Star does, but anything can happen.
Yeah, especially with 4 bosses in front of us and the full climb to get through. So we'll see how that plays out. Uncle Ultros won. This will be a quick one and done here for him.
Yeah, I talked about those Ultroses and KT when I saw those crazy bosses early game.
A swift 10k slap from Locke. So 1 boss down, 3 to go here before the final climb.
That is not the greatest time for an EXP egg. Actually, that's the worst time for an EXP egg. Last chest of the game.
It's a fun
validation. Didn't even waste the menu and equipment it, just move on. Pretend you didn't see it.
And once again, Locke taking down Kefka on that one with a single swing from it. So we're done there. 2 bosses down, 2 to go till the final climb. And we're jumping down into the skip on Outlaw Star side. He's going to be happy to see that. So he's going to get pretty much back up there quickly. Heck's going to have a small head start here, it looks like, depending on how this plays out. We'll see what the flanking bosses are on the outside where the statues would be. And we'll go from there. But other party here, Sabin, Terra, and Yeti should be able to put in some good work. Sabin, I mean, already kitted out. Terra with the snow muffler. We have a Minerva. Yeah, give the Yeti back his fur.
Yeah, so before I was saying Outlaw Star's offense was a lot better. I think it's only a little bit better now because it looked like Heck got a lock into the front row and those last dragon fights like just really pushed him over that level and threshold. He was doing 4K a swing earlier. So they're almost about tied on offense, actually. It's going to come down to execution.
So another absolutely free fight here. Trying to use Pearl damage on Ifrit. Fortunately, yeah, he's going to absorb that, or negate it entirely, rather.
Well, once they hit him about 5 times, he's going to swap to Shiva. You can run from it during the transition, or you can just beat up Shiva.
Yeah, running during the transition is kind of nice, unless everyone doesn't get away, which is unfortunate. Seems like we might be bleeding a little bit of time here. We're going to do run strats? Nope, he's not even attempting to run.
All right. It's fine. He can get Shiva down.
Yeah, we have plenty of fire damage in tow.
Yeah, another fire too, that's a wrap.
I believe Hecht will probably grab some time back here, depending on how that goes, because this fight's taking a little bit longer than it probably should. But that being said, oh, getting the storm off. Yeti loving that.
Yeah, it's a single target counter-attack storm, it looks like. Snow Buffalo value.
And there we go. 1 to go for Hecht until we're in the final climb here. We're looking at the timer 121. At this point, we're looking probably at a 1-4X finish, potentially, which would be below Hecht's current season average.
Yeah, just about to bring that up. If you know, they both have clean finishes, they both can be below their averages for the season, so shows they really played their hearts out in this one. And it was a legitimately very, very hard seed. Like, magic wasn't great, bosses were hard, abilities wasn't all that great. Like, you only really had blitz, and they pulled through it like some champs.
We're almost there, Honeydew. Almost. Again, reminding those are listening right now, friends. Outlaw Stars current seasonal average 146.12, and to Hecht's 155.48 here. So definitely Hecht on a pace to very much cut that average at this point. And as is Outlaw Star, we'll see how things play out here.
Yeah, one thing I hadn't seen until now. Outlaw Star does have some tier 3 magic. Is that Fire 3 online?
And the last one of the statue bosses is Vargas and his 2 bears.
Oh, I see the Zen Thief at Fire 3. Zen Thief Majesty.
Man, the Vargas bears ain't playing, though. They freaking slap go down in one go.
Oh, but at high enough scale, and I've seen these bears do like 2k damage each to people in the back row.
It looks like Edgar is loaded for bear at this point, taking like 80 damage. But unfortunately, this is a scary thing. He's got to start cranking out that damage, though. He's got condemned.
Yeah, luckily he partially resisted it, so he didn't get the 20-second one. 40 might be enough to work with. If it was a 21, he'd be dead.
Trying to look for the highest damage single target stuff he's got, cranking out the bio. Let's see how much that's doing. 1.8.
Yes, Vargas gonna have a little bit more than 15k HP, I think. So he's more than halfway dead. But Edgar only has so much time left.
He's gonna crack the Thunder Shield here.
Yeah, I agree with it. And a dodge.
Oh, surprised he didn't actually put that down to single target. I guess he just wanted to get the bears out of there too, but could have consolidated that damage on top of Vargas.
Yeah, might have been scared the Cyclonic wasn't gonna miss.
13 seconds on the clock.
You know, that actually might have been the right play, because Edgar's within... If they do like their claw move, like the named attack, I don't think Edgar's living that now.
7 seconds on the clock. 6. Vargas still moving. 4. 3. We're gonna get one more turn off this one. He's got to do it. This got to be the kill. 1 second on the timer. Can he clutch it out? Will it happen? 0. Oh no!
He had to be literally one hit away.
That is unfortunate. My goodness gracious.
You know, it's easy to say coulda, woulda, shouldas in hindsight, but once the Bears were down, I think it was safe to bring Gogo back to life.
Yeah, it's possible, unless he even popped out some weird wind attacks there at that point. But just having someone to bring your main damage dealer back at this point, I respect it. It was a Hail Mary play. I get it. It happens. The damage looked like it was there. Just unfortunately, just a few hundred, probably just a few hundred, honestly.
Okay. Switching to gauntlet jumping now. That's gonna make his jump do like 3K a jump. That might be enough.
Yeah. So here we are. Just with that, I believe we are tied up now.
Bears to the left, Bears to the right.
We're throwing money with Setzer on this side. Doomfist coming out. Locke obviously gonna be swinging with the VK here. So from what I can tell, yeah, that's 4K off of that gauntlet jump. So pretty substantial damage.
Oh, he didn't resist the Doomfist this time.
Yeah, we got 20 seconds on the clock, but he's putting this. So we got double the damage, but half the time. I don't know how much that clock ticks when he's up in the air, if at all.
Oh no, it's gonna be ticking. So basically it comes down to, can he kill in 4 jumps? He's done 2 so far.
We're down to 7 seconds here, honey. I don't know about this. Vargas down though. Outlaw Star leapfrogging Hecht at the end. We're taking another reset.
Yeah, he needs to get the 40-second Doomfist.
Yeah, that's definitely possible. So that's so
I think
unfortunate.
he might have needed 5 jumps. And even if he executed like frame perfect, most he could have got in was 4. If even it.
Yeah, so it was one big giant DPS race, but unfortunately we just didn't have the motor to get there, or the time to get there, what it comes down to. In the meantime here, Outlaw Star leapfrogging here right at, basically the final climb, man. Still anything can happen. It's definitely not free. Not sure how he set up his Espers, but we know we have Siren, and we know we have Golem to work with. So we have some good tools to help make this a smoother climb. We got that Calmness Protection. We have some stuff. I don't know if we have any instant death in our pocket. I don't know if they picked up Doom from anything. I didn't remember seeing that. I don't think we have Odin or Raiden for some instant death. I don't think Shote got picked up. So we're going to have to probably do the things the long and difficult way to take down the big beefy arm and tools, but we'll see what we get when we get there.
Offering VK is one way to get through to it. So, looks like what Hick's setting up for is he's just going to break all the shields. Which is fair, because like, offering VK will get him through Kefka 4. So just break all your shields and just worry about getting the Kefka.
Alright, beginning the final climb on Outlaw Star side. Vargas, round 3 for Hecht at this point. Always rough to get stuck here, just so close to those switches. You just want to get into that final climb and start making the push. And Hecht played, honestly, very, very well throughout the seed. They definitely worked, like you said, they had to work through the seed. And, respecting the diligence. I like that Mimic strat. I like that. That's good.
Yeah, and Gogo took the Doomfist this time, so he won.
There.
Vargas never gonna kill him. Unless Vargas does Ultima or something goofy happens, Vargas ain't winning this time.
Yeah. Coming to Ultros League Season 6, normalize and distort.
Yeah, Vargas ain't built like that. If he don't get you with the Doomfist, he ain't gonna get you.
I heard a bunch of people collectively moan and groan and shudder in the audience about that one, man. Sorry. Psychonic or Arrow taking down Gogo there, but he ate that Doomfist and Edgar's still moving.
Yeah, if this jump doesn't get him, the next one will.
Seeing some big damage numbers here. Saw 6,000 on the face of Tier 1 on Outlaw Star side.
Uno mas.
We're getting there. We're close. Getting punched in the face for 103 damage, but he's up there.
Yeah, see what made this attempt so much different from other attempts. Got the bears down before Go-Go died.
4.4K and crack boom. We are out of here finally here. So Heck gonna be getting started once we've got it together. We're still waiting for Outlaw Star Stream to come back to see how that climb's going at this point. But Heck has a heck of a gap to make up here at this point. But again, anything can happen. We don't know what's going on Star's side presently.
It was good news last time I tuned in. He was he killed Long Arm. So unless he gets quaked, he's gonna be fine with tier 1. If the stream updates and we see him back at the save point, we know he got quaked.
Yep, exactly.
But I expect to see him at tier 2 when he comes back.
Yeah, health still looking good. Lock swinging.
We got Phantom, Golem, Siren. Hope he's set.
Yeah, we have all kinds of goodies there. It looks like no insta kills, so gotta do it the hard way. But hey, we'll strap it and hope for the best.
Yeah, they do have both 2 for tools, and yeah, VK will make quick work over. Although can't really target her on her with the VK, but yeah, throw a couple bolt 2s on her. She'll die. I hope you don't try and circle last. I've seen people do that whenever they don't have the instant death. It's like, and I still get first. Just she be popping off. Yeah, and other pieces don't really go on through their rage modes until they get to low HP.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, some pretty nasty attacks that you can get stuck with off that diffuser, I think, is one of them, and that's pretty gnarly.
Yeah. Got missile. Delta attack.
Yeah, that's also true. That's
hit.
the key. Yep, you can get Delta hit too, and then you're dealing with that nonsense too on top of it. So Hex beginning their climb here momentarily. Going to be on switches, going to be grabbing their party going into it here. They're geared up and ready to go. I think they have a plan, and hopefully things go well for them after having that difficult stumbling block with Vargas.
Yeah, they got everything they need. They just got to put it together. Oh, yeah. Actually, I had break. I think that's how he killed a long arm.
Yeah, I see that. Yep. So we did have something that we could work with. Break, to my knowledge, I don't think break will work on tools though in tier 2. I think you actually need instant death for that.
Yeah, break doesn't work on tools.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Tools has the lowest HP out of all the pieces though, so focus are down and you good.
No, that I did not know. I actually do not know the HP thresholds of tier 1 and tier 2. Only tier 3 and tier 4.
Yeah, you could usually take her down like in 2 turns if you just focus her. With long arm, it's not that easy because that long arm has so much HP. It's like I think I'm 1 hit away from killing it, then I hit it 4 more times and it's still up. So really like having instant death for long arm. But when I don't have instant death for tools, it's like a minor inconvenience.
All right, beginning tier 1 on Hex side. We have X zones. We do have instant death using Phantom to block out some of the physical attacks. Or I probably would have gotten rid of head first, but maybe.
Yeah, that's a little scary. The head has several moves that go through it. Reverse polarity will take it off everybody. Dread will take it off. Oh, lock hits the head 4 times in a row.
Yeah, well, that's ridiculous, man. Nicely done. Like a 1 in 16 odds right there, because you got there was a 1 in 2 chance 4 times. That's like a 1 in 16.
Don't ever tell me the odds.
Love it.
Yeah, so I think it's safe to say this tier 1 got bopped. I don't know what Outlaw Star is, but Heck absolutely murdered this tier 1. This is how he gets back in the game.
Yeah, beautiful. We'll see how tier 2 goes. He's got X zone instead of break to work with, so we know that tools can be eaten. Yeah, tier 1 done, so that was nice and quick. Speedy.
That was a completely optimal tier 1. Like, I don't think there's any way you could have won that a single turn faster. This is pristine play.
That is exactly what Heck needs to get back in this. We'll see what comes down as far as timing goes.
Luckily, we do have Siren, so there's not gonna be a full pop-off tier 2.
Just popped in the race room. No one has finished yet. Just to call that out, we don't have it done yet on this one. X Zone coming down on Hex side.
X Zone.
Missed though, unfortunately. The accuracy on that, not the best thing in the world.
Yeah, you just keep going forward while the rest of the party works on Tiger Face.
Yep. The bit crushing Siren going on through. That's going to completely negate what Mute has to do at this point. So we can focus elsewhere. Get down tools with another X Zone cast. Here we go. Second chance at it. Here we are. Taking him down. That one's out. So now we can focus on Tiger.
Like I said before, a magic situation is not the best. They got that Fire 3 magic site like way at the end of the seed. I think he's opting for a flare. Long animation, but when Tiger Face have as few turns as possible. Because you can like freeze 3 of your party members and zombie the 4th person all in one turn.
Here comes the North Cross.
I didn't say that.
Oh my god, no! Okay, we gotta get that fire out. Do we have any fire stuff available?
It's actually
we
fine.
Do.
I was mostly just worried about if he did a double turn. But just doing end cross, he would have to get all 4 because everybody has fire too.
That's good to know. That was scary odds there, man. Again, don't tell you the odds. I know, but still.
Oh yeah, I knew he was fine once I saw there was no doom tussle with it, and Gal wasn't frozen. But he does need to wrap this Tiger Face phase up.
We have an image here that tier 3 is on Outlaw Stars phase, and we see Flare being used on Girl, so we're getting closer. Golem coming out. He's getting that calmness protection up.
Yeah, this might be a little too early for Golem. The bottom part, if he gets a crit, it like breaks the Golem instantly. Unless you have like a person with just really high HP casting it.
Well, I mean, depending on who's got it. I mean, Gal's got sitting on 3K right now. That's a pretty beefy Golem.
But then again, won't be a long fight no matter who wins. It won't be a long fight because either he's gonna get the medial calmnesses off or Locke's gonna murk him.
Yeah, it looks like he's already swinging at this point. So I'm seeing 2K damage numbers. It's gonna be 8K in a turn. Won't be too many, like you said. Just gonna be very mindful of those counters.
I think he would be very happy if he got hit with a W win right now on Locke. A 1 HP Locke would be doing like 4,000 to 5,000 a swing, I think.
Oh yeah, that's you're crushing. That's following one skip in. That's instant death for Kefka, and you're gonna ride that the whole way out. That's why VK is so good. The comeback knife right there. Hey, speaking of tier 3, let's go for Hecht at this point. We're still on 1-4x pace. He still has a really good chance of cutting that average, man. In spite of everything that this seed threw at them.
Yeah, as I said at the beginning, he had all the tools he needed. He just had to put it together, and haven't seen a single misplay out of him so far. He just absolutely killing this Kefka fight. Tackles this tier 3. It's only he has a single target jumping and hoping VK hits it.
Here comes Train on tier 3 for Outlaw Star. It's looking like so that's gonna slow some things down, but it's not gonna stop an offering VK setup.
Goodness, what a close race. Like they swap leads like 10 times.
Yeah, I'm not sure where we're at here entirely in the live footage with how, how rough it's been on Outlaw Star, so I'm keeping a very close eye on the race room to see if there's been any updates. No one has done yet. No one has finished. So we're still pushing. And speaking about pushing right now, Hecht also getting that Life 3 set up. I like that play for the countdown. We're still trying to get through. Locke's going to be there. And he's going to have some nice health to work with when he comes out. He's going to start swinging pretty decent. Gal throwing up the life 3. What if he has? I thought he had Golem he could throw out there too. We are on Kefka. Locke laying face down on Outlaw Star's side.
Oh, we must have got hyper-driven. Hyper-driven?
Hyper-driven. I like hyper-driven's kind of a fun way to say, but no, probably hyper-driven.
Hyper-drove?
Yeah, hyper-drove.
Point is, like, I'd run over.
Yeah, he got run over in a hurry. But, you know, he's going to come up here with he's kneeling down with 409 health. That's a big gap. That's going to be like 2 or 3 turns, and he's done so. Yo, big shout out to both of our runners, though, that with all of this that they threw out at this point, that they're here together. So I'm going to point that out real fast.
Took a look at it and it kept on ticking, like, he didn't pull any punches. Aside from offering VK, it didn't give them nothing. But they still scratched and fought through until they got the win.
I would say that, I mean, both players definitely showed that they know the game. They have some good awareness. Here comes the Fallen 1. And look at this, 20K slap.
Oh, is that going to make a comeback?
I think Heck's going for it. He's jumping. He's going to keep swinging. Here we go. Hyperdrive. Who's going to be?
No.
Oh, it's Locke. No, it's unfortunate.
Oh, but he planned ahead. Life 3.
Yeah, that life 3, though, coming in clutch. Beyond Chaos. Just start swinging. It's got to be Locke's turn by now, almost. Get out of that item menu. Let's go, baby. Come on, let's see it. 9K crack for that.
Comeback of the century?
Here we go, maybe.
Century?
He's going to start swinging. Fight. That's it. This should be it. This should be it. Crack boom, baby. Let's see. Goner going off. Heck pulled this out. I think he did.
Hey. It's never over till it's over.
Oh my God.
He executed the hell out of that Kefka fight.
Okay.
That was a damn good Kefka fight.
This is ridiculous. I'm gonna talk about this real fast. We're having some stream delays here, but I'm gonna call this out. Hecht.done. They are done with an official time of 1 hour, 42 minutes, and 26 seconds. Outlaw Star also done 1 hour, 42 minutes, and 42 seconds. Hecht pulled that out at the very end after all of that nonsense for a 16-second victory.
Bruh.
Chat, get a hype here, and huge congratulations. Heck pulling that one out, and again, Heck was second place here, so beating the leader of Tonic on that one, absolutely destroying their average in comparison. Again, Heck walking here with a 155. We're talking 13 minutes below average there on a really nasty seed.
Yeah. Played that Kefka so aggressive, but so clean. Yeah, that's what he needed to do to make the comeback. He didn't know he was behind, but we knew, and man, hell of a fight. That was the perfect way to get back into it.
See if we can get them in here for possible interviews that they'd like to hop in. Definitely want to talk about this seed if they're available here. So hang with us here, folks. But honey, what a wild ride, man. I know we had some technical difficulties here, but still a super enjoyable race the whole way through.
Oh yeah, there's nothing that beats a close race. It's just my goodness. Like, I don't know. I'm just so sure that Outlaw Star had it, but then Heck just started popping off, and I felt like I haven't inhaled for like 10 minutes. It just wow, man. That's why I love this stuff. But huge congrats to Heck. Yeah, fortunately, Outlaw Star taking second place in the race, but made tons of amazing plays throughout the race.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, the only thing that held him back was couldn't quite get that KT unlock when he needed it.
Just to pop in here, trying to watch Outlaw, it looked like the deciding factor was that early Havoc win kill on lock in the final Kefka face. It was so close up until like right at that point.
So 1 in 4 chance, and It happened. That's the game we play.
Yeah, absolutely. My goodness, what a seed that turned out to be. All right, friends. Hey, speaking of, Hecht, the winner of the race, joining us. Hecht, how are you feeling after that wild ride? We'll wait for the mic to get sorted out here on that side, but my goodness, absolutely incredible.
Hold on, how do I get it to my speaker?
Oh, we hear you.
You're good now.
It's possible that they may not be able to hear us at this point here, which, you know, Discord has a bad habit of switching to your default audio source. So we'll get them once they're in here.
There we go.
Hello,
You
can
can
you hear
hear
us?
us?
Yeah, I was just trying to get you on the speaker. Just take me a second. Discord changed everything.
Yep, just like I thought. Heck, well, welcome, friend. What do you think about that one? GG's, what a wild ride from start to finish on that one, and taking the win by 16 seconds.
Jesus, that was... I felt like there were so many dead checks, but it was actually going pretty quick. And then, of all things, frickin' Vargas.
Yeah, the 3 rounds that required it, the Doomfist was pretty rough. That was definitely a pretty rough moment overall. But let's just walk through this here at this point, and some of the difficulties that you came across here. Overall, like, what is your feeling about this seed?
I thought it was all right, actually. Like, I mean, apart from the fact that I was just I kept having to get new characters to get new checks, except I never went to Phoenix Cave. I thought it was an okay seed. I never ran into any of the goddesses, which is nice.
Yeah, we knew where that one was going to be at this point, and I saw that you popped off and you grabbed Yeti at that point, but then ran into nothing but multi bosses. You know, he wasn't cooperating with.
No. Oh man, I'm excited to watch this one back.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
unfortunately, you'll watch it back. It's going to get pretty hyped toward the end. Then I would skip past the whole Vargas section. We did have some technical difficulties during the broadcast here, but we tried our best to kind of keep on top of it. I still would recommend it. It's a good watch, and a couple of things that me and Honey kind of chimed in on about doing things a little bit differently. Overall, though, I mean, your climb at the end was expertly done, and you made up a lot more ground than probably you're aware of.
Oh, well, okay, that's interesting. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of things I can improve. I picked up way too many chests at the end. It was just habit stuff. So
Yeah, that's one thing I want to ask you about. Don't blame you picking up extra chests, because it feels like a lot of the offense wasn't fully there that seed until the offering VK came online. So what was your approach to be able to get the offense going this seed? Because it felt like the offense wasn't strong at first.
well, the moment I got Gaio, I was like, okay, he's got to be my mage. He doesn't have a fight command. And Sabin had the highest magic stat out of the 3 that I started with, surprisingly. So I was like, okay, those are my mages. And then I got that Aura Lance for Edgar, and I just bit the bullet and bought the Dragoon boots at one point, and I'm really glad I did. I was hoping for a Dragon Horn at some point, but never came. So I was just like, well, I'm just gonna have to deal with mostly level 2 spells, and and thankfully I got Fire 3 at the end with that dragon. But yeah, I was like, okay, Locke's gonna have to carry me here.
Oh yeah, it's really scrappy to pull that offense together, but yeah, good job. And insane Kefka fight, like you used every turn of that fight to the fullest, like very pristine. Using the Phantom on tier 1, absolutely destroying tier 2, destroying tier 3. Tier 4 was down in a few seconds. Like, you played it so aggressive and didn't look like you made a single mistake. So huge congrats for that final Kefka fight.
Thanks. I totally had Golem equipped and then never used it, and I was like, uh-oh, when he did call me.
Yeah, we saw that.
I was like, uh-oh, I did too much damage.
That Life 3, though, definitely kind of worked out and turned out very nice. That Life 3 actually really saved it, because we saw the hyperdrive take down Locke, and he stood right back up. And I mean, that right there, if you would have wasted the time to get Phoenix down out and grab that probably would have been the 16 seconds right there.
Yeah. I try and have at least, if I've got a VK user, I'm trying to make them have Life 3 on at all times, just in case. If I have it.
Definitely very good. So any final thoughts here before we move on to Outlaw Star?
No, it was a great race, and good game to Outlaw Star. That was he's been, I don't want to say he's been my nemesis, because he hasn't been, but he's been beating me each week. So I'm happy about this one, and I'm looking forward to doing seeing how he does over the rest of the weeks.
Only one week left after this.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah, only one more.
Well, GG Hecht. And also, friends, we're joined in the booth here, Outlaw Star. So close. What do you think about this race? Let's hear about the general thoughts about that seed. Oh, saw you there for a little bit, unfortunately, but we're not hearing any audio.
He said there was
presently.
not offense.
Oh, there we go. Oh, hello? We're having some technical difficulties on Discord, sadly, seems like.
Yeah, heard him for a second.
Oh, sorry, I'm not in my usual place, so I don't know.
We saw you there, and then you got muted on Discord, but you were good for a moment there.
Yeah, now you're muted.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, hello.
Nice
Hello.
and clear.
Okay. Don't know what happened there. Yeah, it was a rough seed early on. Like you said, there was not a lot of offense. And I ran into a couple of checks that I just could not handle. I had to reset a couple times. Had to reset out of Goddess the first time because all I had was Lightning and Holy. I had to reset out of Inferno the first time because I just couldn't keep up with his offense. And then I ran into Doomgaze at level 20.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
the
we
Zozo,
saw that
the
was a pretty
Zozo
rough moment.
Doomgaze.
Yeah, I climbed all the way up Zozo to die in 2 seconds. That was great.
Glad I
Yeah.
missed that one.
Yeah. So I did end up going back and getting revenge. But yeah, it was rough until I got that Fire 3 Esper.
So I would say from what we were seeing, Outlaw Star, that you were in pretty good situation toward the end there, but it was just a mad dash, just trying to make it to find Magicite. It was just a mad dash to figure out where we were at, and you kept finding dead checks or characters and such, and it was kind of unfortunate though. So it seems like your routing was sound for the most part, and definitely you have some good technical backing behind it. I mean, you've done really, really well this season in Ultros League, so 16 seconds. I'm just kind of curious, just overall, like looking back, would you have done anything a little bit differently if you could rerun the seed?
I would have put life 3 on lock probably, like Heck did. I would have played tier 4 probably differently. I don't think I was aggressive enough. If I'd been a little more aggressive, I think I could have just taken him out instead of trying to keep people up.
Well, all fair assessments, but you've definitely found a lot of success here amidst some potentially very, very nasty seeds. This one was pretty rough in my opinion too. You found some pretty odd things at odd times. I will say though that you both kind of found the Stooges at the Falls. You pushed through that actually very, very early, where that was a reset point for Hecht.
Yeah. I figured if I could get the red one down, I'd be okay. Luckily, Lock instant killed the blue one. And
Right,
the
with the
Yeti
wing
didn't give
edge.
me too much trouble there. The Yeti kind of cooperated with me in that fight, which I was kind of lucky.
Yeah, Stooges as a first boss with a party lineup like that, Blitz and Yeti, that's just very frustrating because you can't aim either one of those abilities, and if they don't go on Curly, then it's like you're not making progress.
Yeah,
Or
that's
you
why I just ignored Blitz for the beginning of that fight. I was just like, I'll whack them down. Because it was early enough, I figured that their HP scaling wouldn't have been too high yet.
So any thoughts about KT toward the end there? I mean, you were able to pull the skip together from what it looked like, whereas Hecht actually had to go through the full thing, and we actually synced up pretty close at that point from what it seemed like. Some pretty easy bosses at the switches for the most part. Vargas, however, proving difficult for Hecht. You had lock on that side, so able to strong arm your way through that. Any thoughts about KT?
No, Ifrit was a bit of a pain in the ass just because all I had was Blitz. All I had was Pummel. And so it kind of took a while to beat him down with that. But other than that, I think the bosses in KT were all right for me. Like, I didn't struggle with them really. They weren't anything too scary, especially after, like, I'd already hit Goddess and Inferno. So the only thing I was really, like, wanting to avoid there was another statue.
I think the only one, actually looking back, Honey, at this point, I think the only one that we really didn't see between our runners, we didn't know where Magic Master was. That would have been the only thing that would have been really a pain to kind of deal with, depending on what team you had throwing at it. But everything else was kind of on the field. We didn't see Poltergeist, but that should have been fine. We didn't see
Poltergeist and Edgar Lane would have been a problem.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you would have to jump on him with a spear.
Yeah, all I had was jump on that side, and I was just like, "Oh, this sucks." So yeah.
Yeah, I didn't pick up Dragoon boots for Edgar either, which I wish I'd done.
Yes. Yeah,
That was
a
mistake.
Last time I had to solo Poltergeist with jump, that was like a 7-minute fight. But yeah, the second Vargas death was bad luck for heck, because with the Doom Fist, it can be like 20, 40, or 80, 20, 40, or 60 seconds, and you get the 20-second one on the second attempt. If not for that, you would have had it on the second attempt.
Yeah, I saw that 19 pop up, and I was like, I should just reset.
Well, very good. All right, friends.
That's another thing I got to compliment both of you on. It takes a lot of mental fortitude to like know when to reset out of a fight or reset out of a chick. And both of you had situations where you could have like just kept like struggling and pushing for a fight that wasn't gonna happen, but both of you took like really fast resets when you knew it wasn't optimal, and that's just like it's really skillful play. It takes a lot of mental fortitude to not fall into sunken cost fallacy. So huge props to both of you for the moments where you did that throughout the race.
Agreed. All right, friends. Outlaw Star, any closing remarks here for this seed?
No, it's a good race with Heck. You know, it was really tight there at the end, and that always makes for a good race. And just excited to see how this season turns out.
Agreed. We appreciate both of you getting together and putting on a nice show for us here. And so thank you so much for reaching out and pulling this together. And big shout outs to Nobody War for running the switches and dials behind the scene. And a shout out to my co-com here, Honeydew. Friends, don't forget to join us here at FF6WorldsCollide.com as well as UltrasLeague.com. Hop in the Discord. You can join us here and get yourself trained up and ready to go for the future events, Ultras League Season 6 at some point in the future here. But we'll see how Season 5 plays out. One more week to go, friends, to cap off the 2023. Honeydew, any final words here, friend?
Just want to thank Nobody War for the restream. Thank you for commentating with me, and thank our racers for putting on an amazing show with this amazing ending, nail-biting ending. And I want to say good luck to all the Ultros League competitors. Final seeds drop on Saturday. And hope everybody's happy with how they did this season. And hope everybody's happy with how they've done throughout the year. 2023 is ending strong.
Completely agreed. All right, friends, I think that's all for us here. We'll see you again the next time. And thank you again. Have a good night, everybody, and thank you for being here.